Hey, everybody. It is the middle of July, and I haven't really been doing much in the garden, but admiring things, doing a spot of harvest, and planning for the fall. So I thought we could take a walk together real quick. The videos haven't been coming out, so you're going to see me backtracking a little bit on the videos, but yeah, look at that dahlia. Hey, girl. Y'all, look at my roses. And I didn't do a garden tour, so I thought I would just do a little chit-chatting while I look at everything and do some observations. So, like I said, it's the middle of July, and I think it's July 12th, actually. And these roses are looking magnificent. They have really bushed out more than I thought that they would. And also the buttercups as well. And this is where I put the dollar store seed out, and even that is looking pretty good. Y'all, look at those cosmos. I'm so happy about those because I didn't put any seeds anyplace else this year. And then of course we have the weed takeover. Now that's a weed, and I probably need to take that out, but I'm pretty sure it's in pretty deep. That's all I've been doing, is pulling lots and lots of weeds. So again, I'm making a list of the things I need to do. I need to clean out Bubbles. She is looking filthy, you filthy girl. I'm gonna take this lantana out. I don't feel like it's doing well. I don't know if it got hit by some kind of disease. It just is not doing well. I need to split some of my red vein sorrel. They're doing good, but they're growing slow because I think they're overcrowded. I need to just weed. And over here, it's just turned into a little bit, it's not an overgrown mess, but it could look a lot tidier. Y'all, it's too hot out here, and a girl ain't got time. But y'all, look at my coluses. I got coluses everywhere. And I think I'm gonna end up tossing some coluses. I'm gonna top a lot of them, and I'm just gonna trash them. And then I'll probably do some more propagation though. My miniature roses, they're okay. They need bigger pots for sure. And the gladioluses, I did do a propagation on this one, and it worked. So I'm gonna do some more propagation on this so I can have, I don't know what I call this. It's not gladioluses, geraniums. I never call it by its proper name. What's wrong with me? And we are getting a few red bell peppers, but they're just suffering with blossom end rot really bad, and I haven't figured out what's going on with this plant just yet. But I'm still getting lots of peppers off of it, so that's the ticket. So we're walking. Y'all, look at those coluses. They're all out here in my way right now. We're walking. Ooh, I didn't see that. Yo, what's those? Interesting. Okay. Gonna have to do something about that. It's on my bell pepper plant. We're walking. Okay, y'all. These beans, I'm just waiting on them, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough leaves on here for beans to pop out on here, because these are my pole beans and they're doing absolutely nothing but growing leaves. And I think they have spider mites. Yep. My garden, I already know, I'm not sad about it, it's prone to spider mites. So, and this year I'm just really not doing a lot to stave them off. Probably this weekend we're gonna cut this mint down. I'm gonna cut it down to nibbies or nubbies because they are just out of control. And then also I'm gonna cut the rosemary and also the oregano too. And maybe a little lemon balm, because this lemon balm went crazy, but I think it might be getting attacked also. So we're gonna take some of that off. The celery's getting attacked by leaf miners, but I feel like the stalks will still be edible whenever they grow up, but they need repotting also. That's the story of my life, repotting. Even the eggplant is not doing good. I think the spider mites got it. So yeah, something is eating on it, but we got a ding dong on there. We're walking, and Mr. Fuzzy Bee is getting it. I'm gonna go away from him. He's been around in the garden all morning. And y'all, this is the Wonder Twins. And yes, there's lots of leaves gone. I cut a lot of the dead leaves off, but it's still doing fine. It's still growing all behind here and all up here and all over, all the way across. So if you go over here, you'll see that's actually the Wonder Twins coming across there. So I'm just leaving the Wonder Twins alone. And then up here is my loofah. The loofah is growing good. No loofahs yet. What usually happens is I come out and I'm like, oh, there's a loofah. So that's going. I actually was able to hammock one of the melons, which is the only melon that has survived so far. We got some more, but I'm keeping my hopes low, so if we get some more melons, I'll be happy. Here's another one. See that one right there? He ain't gonna make it, I already know. So, again, I'm keeping my hopes low, and if we get something, then yay for that. And we're walking, y'all. My strawberries, I don't know what's going on with the strawberries. I need to do some research. They're not making any strawberries anyway right now. I was thinking today that I might just pull all the strawberries out and not do strawberries, because I've been doing strawberries for 4 years and not really getting anything. So in here is also my okra in here, and okra still have not started producing yet. This is the largest plant right here, and we got no okra just yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. I'm gonna have to look at my old videos and find out how soon the okra started coming on. And we're walking, and then in here, all of these were my mustard greens, and they're all dead. So I'm gonna take all this dirt and I'm gonna put it into my raised bed, but my geranium is looking good. And I have some more coleuses in here as well, which I'm gonna take out and let them start getting some good sun. And this was supposed to be petunias. I don't even know what petunias look like, so I don't know if any even are growing in here because there's so many weeds. So I think I'm gonna have to give up the ghost on this one. And then this was supposed to be my thyme. There's some thyme in there, but it didn't come up in time for this beautiful New Zealand spinach to not outgrow it. And a freaking coleus that I did not plant nor did I transplant. So, and they're just looking lovely in there, so I'm gonna let them live. And this is my milkweed that I still haven't replanted. I took tons of weeds out of here, y'all. And I have like 3 bunching onions. Isn't that amazing? And over here on my table, I put some of my coleuses out today so that they could get some sun. They're looking kind of spindly, but even the ones that are in the sun are doing the same thing. Like this guy down here, which is quite tall. He's like up to my hips. So that's kind of cool. And now I'm like 5'6", so I'm not short, but you know, I'm average height, and that's pretty tall. And these guys, these are the calendulas, and I know calendulas grow big, and I still haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do with these guys. I know they can't live here. They're not gonna make it. And we're walking down here. We have some zinnias, and those are coming up quite nicely. I think there's zinnias. I did put some sunflowers in here, but I don't see any sunflowers coming up. And we're walking. Look at all that trashy, the weeds that I pulled. Y'all, that's my potatoes. I still haven't dug in there to see what's in there. I haven't watered it or anything. I don't think there's anything in there, but I'm gonna take all this dirt and I'm gonna put that into my raised bed as well. Because I'm gonna start filling that raised bed. It's time to get it going, because I have like about a month before I need to start planting things in that raised bed. And we're walking, and here is, well, let me show y'all. That's my ginger, which is not doing as well as it did last year. I didn't get a lot of shoots this time, but I'm okay with that. And I'll probably grow ginger every year. But over here we have our dahlias, which they've never looked that great, but they're growing. And what I decided to do, I was going to repot these, but I think I'm going to put them there. And we're going to see how they do. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting experiment. Because I've seen other people's dahlias and they grow huge. And they can't grow huge in these little bitty pots. And one of my viewers did tell me that. And I didn't listen. So we're walking. Y'all, that looks like a little bit of a grave, doesn't it? But it won't be when I put my dahlias in there. Thought about putting the calendulas in there. Maybe I'll try to stuff them all in here. I don't know. We'll see. It's too hot to work out here. I'm sweating to death. And we're walking, so this is what I'm seeing when I'm going back to the street side. Got all these supplies here that are going into the raised bed over there that's half empty. My water barrel has been collecting water. I need to put that into my water barrel or feed some plants with it. Some water down there. And then right now it's just holding some stuff because I've been cutting stuff, and I had my wipes out because, you know, since I'm cutting stuff and have a lot of diseases, I don't want to transplant them to other things. And I have a very small harvest today of some cucumbers, which I'm very grateful for because, y'all, my cucumber harvest is probably the biggest it's ever been. And I probably got less than 10 so far. And the plants are looking pretty bad, so I don't know. And they're not bitter, so that's always a plus. So, and we're walking, and all that greenage is just weeds where I just threw out into the pathway so I can stomp them down, because that's what you have to do with weeds. You got to stomp them into submission. But y'all, look, the sunflowers. Yay, my sunflower patch is awesome. Got somebody getting ready to start cutting grass. And I'm loving it, and I've been doing some deadheading, and I'm very, very happy with this. And here we go. Getting ready to make some noise. So here in front, this Colas is doing really good, and it's happy. So we had to go into voiceover mode because the grass cutting guy is always here when I'm recording. It doesn't matter what day it is. So I'm just taking a peek at my succulents and at my generational dumb cane plant as well. And they're all looking good. But, y'all, my lemon tree, I'm pretty sure it has gone to see Jesus. So I need to take that out. And also my bachelor buttons, which were here, they also have gone home. So those need to get taken out. However, my gladioluses, they did quite the showing. I wish they would have lasted longer. I'm grateful for how they popped up this year. So I'll definitely be doing more of those. And then we also have some black-eyed Susans in here. Some of them made it and some of them didn't. And it looks like we're going to get some more blooms. So I'm happy about that. And then there's my sweet potato plant, which I'm going to start doing some more slips, because once I take those out, I want to do more sweet potatoes. Now here in Hydrangea Hideaway, that's all I have over here still, because y'all, the heat just came in before I could do any more work. They're looking okay, believe it or not. To the untrained eye, they look kind of horrible, but to me, they look pretty okay. And they just need some work and some extra love. But y'all, I had cut these down to nubbies and they're looking fantastic. So y'all, this is what I do every day. I go through, I do an initial walkthrough. I go back and I water everything. And I might do a little trimming, some weed pulling. And then I walk back through the garden again, just like this. Y'all, this garden path gives me life. I love the colors that I did, and I know I haven't really talked about it much, but I will soon. But Every day when I'm in the house, I'm thinking, I haven't done enough out in the garden. And then when I come out, I'm like, and I turn that corner and come down that path, I'm like, oh my gosh, it is so beautiful out here. And yes, the bugs are having their way with my poor little garden. All the little worms and the wasps. I'm happy to see those, and I've seen plenty of those, and plenty of bees as well. So the pollinators are out here. So I am just ecstatic at how things are going. I've been very intentional about kind of working with nature this year and not against it. Because in the past, I tried to grow everything in the world, things that shouldn't be grown here in the summertime. But this year, I finally feel like I'm kind of at peace with my garden. And we're zenning in my bohemian garden. We're one. I'm taking my time. I'm not taking things too seriously. And I'm just enjoying and having fun. I also said I wasn't going to grow any flowers in my garden when I first started. And here we are with tons of flowers. So never say never. So with that, you all, I want to thank you all for coming along on this journey with me. And the end.